Hello. Hello there. Welcome to this awesome stream. My name is C Charts, and I'm here to talk to you about the trading secrets. So the question that you've seen is, are we going to find a stock to trade today? And the answer is yes, and I'm going to do it live right here, right before your eyes. I'm just gonna do it live. So I'm just gonna dive straight in. All right, I'm just gonna dive straight in and find the stock to trade. All right, we're just going to dive straight in, and then I'm going to explain the process. Okay, I'm just going to dive straight in. So I've already saved the screener here. So I'm just going to dive straight in and see if there is a stock to trade. Okay. So this is for the S&P 500. We're using the candlestick long lower shadow. Oh yeah, before I go on, I'd love to thank my mentors, Robert Kiyosaki, who wrote the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, Tim Sykes, who wrote the foreword to the book The Penny Stock Course, and finally Matthew Creator, who wrote the book Rocket Stocks, and you can find all their books on Amazon Kindle. Alright, so we're just gonna dive straight into this. So first we'll start with the S&P 500, which is a very conservative index to trade, because the percentages don't move that much. So we'll start with the long lower shadow candlestick pattern. So I have three that I use. I use the long lower shadow hammer and inverted hammer. Inverted hammer is my favorite. I love the inverted hammer. It's my favorite candlestick chart pattern. So we haven't found anything on the inverted hammer. Let's check the hammer. So far so good. In the S&P 500 we have not found S&P 500 we have not found any stock to trade. So let's try and move now to the Russell 2000. Okay, so in the Russell 2000, we have found about two of them. One is named Hippo, the other I think is called Rex. So we found it with the hammer. The range is between 50 and 60 RSI. Okay, we found the hammer, we found the Rex. Okay, wow. Let's see if we have anything in the inverted hammer. Because I do have an idea of how the price pattern will go. Usually hammers, they are like hammer chart patterns, they're kind of choppy, you know. So I prefer these two. And this is the one that we saw yesterday. Eton, we saw Eton yesterday. So I remember seeing Eton from long. Let's see, Eton was from yesterday. So the long lower shadow is the best so far. CIA as well is also good. CIA is very similar to, I think, Rex or Hippo. So we're just gonna like dive straight into it. So my favorite pattern is definitely the long lower shadow, and both of them are below the RSI, which is very ideal, right? The other two on the hammer were a bit oversold and above the 50-day moving average. So I would assume these two on the hammer were like breakouts. That's what I would assume. So they are both, they've kind of like broken the 50, the center of the RSI. So I believe these are like breakouts. So we're just gonna dive into them. We'll start with Hippo, and then we'll graduate on to the others as well. Yeah, this stream won't be very long, so we're just like diving straight into it. So found Hippo, which is about $35, and all these are on the Russell 2000. And I think sometimes that's what you want. You want to access a market that has stocks trade, you know. So let's switch up here. So from this standpoint, it looks like a hammer, right? So I think the best pattern is the long lower shadow, but this is the hammer anyway. We have a green day here. We have an earnings report coming up within the month. I think it's on the 5th of November. We have an earnings report, so this could be a good catalyst as well. And the hammer is touching the 50-day moving average, and it is also a breakout, and it's a perfect breakout because it's right below the 20-day moving average, just like I suspected. Let's look at Rex. Chemicals valued at $2 billion market cap. So again, if you want to learn how to find these stocks, just check out my yesterday's stream, which was over 1 hour. I just break everything down. I think I'm gonna put something in the description where I say learn how to find these stocks, and check out this, stream or something like that, so that I don't have to repeat the presentation over and over again. Maybe I can do the presentation like once a week, but then every day I could just do like a screening, like whereby I'm showing you the stocks that I'm finding, and then once a week I do the presentation. Yeah, I think this was a split. Sounds interesting. I don't see any catalyst. Mm, okay. So it's $31. So far these are between $30 and $40. Not bad. Alright. Let's go to the long lower shadow. My favorite are the invented hammer and the long lower shadow. Okay, so we start with Eton. This is the one we had yesterday. Market cap 500 million, 200 million citizens. So all these are also 2000. So let's just check. Let's just check them out. See how they look. Then we'll call it a day on the stream. And this one is $5, which is awesome. So meaning you can buy it at, you know, at market price. But I think there's a minimum of 10 shares with these stocks. There's a minimum of 10 shares. $5 stock. It's an insurance company. Yeah, so you can see the hammer. It's about to break out. This is the long lower shadow. That's why I love the long lower shadow. It's right there between the 50-day moving average and the 20-day moving average. And it's valued at what, $5? Eton was the one I saw yesterday. It's $18 stock. It's a pharmaceuticals company, drug manufacturers. This is the second day Eton has appeared because I saw it yesterday. Eton had appeared yesterday, so this is interesting. This is like a steady rise. Very interesting. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, check out my video stream, yesterday's stream, where I really dive deep into uh, how uh, I dive deep into how I found the stocks, you know. So check out yesterday's stream. But that's it for this stream. I'd love to thank you so much for watching this video. Remember, support the channel, an affiliate link below. Get yourself a FinVisa account. I'd love to thank you so much for watching this video. I think I will do a presentation of how I find these stocks probably later on. Maybe next week I'll do another one. I did like 3 presentations back to back. Yeah, about 3 to 2 presentations. I did like 3 or 2 presentations back to back. And so they were very powerful, especially yesterday's presentation where I streamed for like 2 hours. So check that one out. So I think I'll end with this one, which is the winner. So thank you so much again